So Luke's diner.
Luke's Diner. We open there. Lorelai and Rory are having a meal. We assume breakfast. Oh, yes. Well, and we can't assume. Do we know if it's breakfast? Doesn't matter.
I think I don't know that it matters for this scene. What matters is that Lorelai is telling some magician story and Rory is falling asleep to
Yes.
it. So we're
Yes.
supposed, and it's one of those where I don't think I ever heard the story because I'm like, well, they're telling us a story that we don't need to care about.
Yeah.
And I never heard it until now because I have to write notes for this show.
Right.
She's talking about a magician and he ripped her dollar. And at the end, he had to give her, a dollar and change because he messed up the whole magic show. I've watched this show, this episode, this whole thing, I think at least 10 times. I never heard that story. What about you? First time watcher.
I knew that we were coming into the story only to illustrate how bored Rory was, so I did not clock the actual content of the story because I was like, "Oh, she's telling half a story." So like it doesn't matter. Yeah.
And then she stepped on the ball.
Yes, exactly. So you never hear the beginning of the story and it doesn't matter because all we're doing is pointing out that Rory is theoretically sad about Dean. And I also think sad about the fight with the girls at Chilton, right?
But that never seemed to bother her. So yeah, the last time we left with the mean girls with, Paris and the other two.
Yeah.
They're mad because Rory said something to Tristan and Tristan asked Paris out and she was embarrassed because he's Tristan. Anyway,
Right.
so now they're mean again.
Right. So it's not like she has girlfriends to fall back on and like she had been making friends with them and then they've had this recent fight with the friends at the same time that she has this breakup.
That's true.
So she's super bummed and we're bummed. We get it.
But she's not saying it. She's just saying she has a lot on her mind. She didn't sleep very well. And
yeah.
So it's not really brought up in this scene. And Lorelai just kind of is like, you know what? Let's just play this game. And they play 1, 2, 3. Do you want to explain 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3 is when you see passersby and you say 1 and then you can pass on 1 and then you have an option for 2, the second passerby you see. This is to marry.
Of course.
And then if you pass on number 2, you have to marry number 3.
Yes. So Lorelai goes first. The first guy they see is an older person.
And she says, I'm not Anna Nicole Smith.
Right. Which we know who that is, right?
Yep.
She was in her 20s when she married like an 80-something-year-old who was like in a wheelchair or something. He was almost done. And then a guy on a skateboard. And she said, no, because I'm not married. Marie K. Letourneau.
Yeah, I didn't Google that.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So, but
I did Google another name from this episode after.
Okay. Well, I love when you don't know it because I'm like, oh, maybe I just don't know things.
I didn't know that one.
Okay. Yeah. And the third one, I think should have been Luke because he came to the table. That's the third one. But they didn't count it. Who did they count? Who did they see?
Oh, my boyfriend, Sean Gunn.
That's right.
They saw Kirk. Kirk walks in. I totally forgot that because I wrote it down. I wrote 1, 2, 3 Game of Marriage with Sean Gunn because Kirk walks up and I go Sean Gunn, and now Hemda is annoyed with me that I shout Sean Gunn at every character on the screen because I have Sean Gunn blindness.
Did you know that it was Sean Gunn, Kirk? Did you know it was Kirk?
Yes.
You did?
I think so, but I don't know now. I second guess it now.
Well, okay.
But he's had the same name for several episodes now. Like he might just be Kirk from now on.
He only had a different name in the first time we saw him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now he's Kirk and he comes in and he doesn't know why he's the butt of their joke, which is also, again, very mean of them to make someone the butt of their joke unwilling.
Especially because he says, did somebody put a kick me sign on me again?
Yeah. I have asthma. Then he shouts, I have asthma as he leaves. So like, come on. Can we be nice to Kirk? It's not nice.
Do you remember when people put kick me signs?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That was a thing.
Have you ever done that?
Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's
Come
mean.
on.
You just said it was mean.
Yes, I did. It can be 2 things. It's 2 things. It is both mean and very funny.
I guess.
But like you get more creative than kick me. You have to draw like an arrow and be like, I eat toads. And then with an arrow pointing at your head or something. And
my
then people will
God.
be like, "What?" You know, it's great. It's good stuff.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do it to you when we're out in public
No.
next time.